time for me to go, and I want to go peacefully and beautifully.
As a professional stylist, beauty has been a large part of Audrey Parker's life. It will also be a part of her death.
I planned my funeral almost like a wedding. I have a Chanel theme. I have a Chanel handbag as my urn.
Parker has stage 4 breast cancer that has spread throughout her bones and to her brain.
I had 2 years trying to get on top of the pain, and man, I suffered.
Parker has been approved for a medically assisted death. The legislation is still pretty new in Canada, just over 2 years old. In order to be eligible, a person must have a serious illness, be experiencing unbearable suffering, and be at a point where their natural death has become reasonably foreseeable. They also have to be able to consent not only at the time of their request, but again, immediately before the procedure causing death.
Once I've signed the papers and have agreed, it should stand. But I still have to worry that if I lose my marbles, they won't do it.
That concern has caused her to take drastic action. She's choosing to die earlier than she really wants.
We know that these cases do exist, and they shouldn't.
Former Senator Jim Cowan is now board chair of Dying with Dignity Canada. He points out that sometimes medication is so powerful it impacts a person's mental capacity.
In order to qualify for medical assistance in dying, those drugs have to be withdrawn from the individual, and the suffering returns along with the capacity. And that seems inhumane to me.
The federal government has appointed an expert panel to review the issue of consenting twice.
It's an opportunity to really ensure that patients have had their questions asked, they are well informed, that this is their wish.
The report will be available in December, not soon enough for Parker.
I just hope that they make some good assessments that will help people in the future.
So Audrey Parker will die on November 1st, at home, holding her mother's hand, exactly the way she wants, albeit a little earlier than she'd like. Kayla Hounsell, CBC News, Halifax.
By the end of last year, there were more than 3,700 medically assisted deaths in Canada since the laws came into effect in Quebec in 2015 and then the rest of Canada in 2016. That federal review Kayla was telling us about is focused on 3 specific types of requests, each with its own set of medical and ethical complications. Audrey Parker's case falls under advanced requests and that second layer of late-stage consent. Then there are the requests by mature minors, teenagers old enough to form an opinion but still not autonomous adults under the law. And the requests where mental illness is the sole underlying condition.